Think your assets are safe? Be careful. They might be wealth killers silently draining your wallet. Many in their 40s and 50s feel secure with their house and stocks, but some of these safe assets actually lose value and jeopardize your retirement. This video exposes 5 dangerous traps you need to sell before it's too late. Learn how to identify them and replace them with smarter investments that generate real cash flow.
Asset 1. Your old car. Many middle-aged Americans hold on to their old car, thinking, it still runs fine, it's paid off, why would I replace it? It sounds reasonable, but that mindset is likely costing you money every single day. That vehicle, which seems like a stable asset, may in fact be a silent wealth killer, an inefficient investment slowly draining your finances. Over time, every car depreciates. Once it crosses the 8 to 10 year mark, maintenance costs, repairs, and fuel consumption tend to rise significantly. Older cars burn more gas, break down more often, and come with a host of hidden expenses, insurance, registration fees, emissions testing, all of which chip away at your budget every year. Even worse, the car's value continues to decline while offering little to no financial return. Holding on to such a vehicle as you approach retirement is a strategic misstep. When you're still earning a steady income, these costs might feel manageable. But once you retire and start living on fixed income from pensions or retirement accounts, unexpected repair bills can completely derail your monthly spending. Every time the engine fails, the transmission breaks, or the air conditioning system dies, you could be looking at hundreds or even thousands of dollars in repair costs, money you might not be able to afford once you're no longer working. On the other hand, selling the old car and switching to a more practical, cost-effective vehicle can be a smart move to restructure your finances. Hybrid and electric cars are becoming increasingly popular among people in their 50s and beyond. They offer better fuel efficiency, require far less maintenance, and often qualify for federal tax incentives. If buying a new car feels like too much, leasing is another smart option. Instead of spending tens of thousands up front, you pay a monthly fee to drive a brand new, reliable vehicle without worrying about depreciation or expensive repairs. Many compact models now come with advanced safety features like blind spot detection, backup cameras, and emergency braking, features that are incredibly helpful as vision and reflexes naturally decline with age. The most powerful benefit of replacing your car isn't just savings at the gas pump, it's the reduction of financial risk. A modern car gives you peace of mind, eliminates surprise repair bills, and helps you maintain control over your cash flow. More importantly, it reflects a shift in your asset strategy. You're no longer letting safe assets quietly bleed your wallet. Instead, you're choosing capital preservation and stability, which is essential for a secure retirement. Selling your old car isn't just a financial decision, it's a mindset shift. It's when you stop reacting emotionally because I'm used to it and start making strategic decisions that prioritize long-term financial health. A car is no longer just transportation, it's part of your financial ecosystem. If it's draining your wealth instead of helping you preserve it, it's time to act. As you move into your pre-retirement years, it's important to reevaluate not just the car you're driving, but how you treat all your assets. Maybe you're still living in a house that's too large. Maybe you're holding on to an underperforming investment account or keeping things that no longer serve a purpose just out of habit. Financial security isn't about owning more. It's about keeping what truly adds value. And sometimes, your financial future is shaped by the car you drive every day. Remember, financial stability isn't the result of one big decision. It's the outcome of many smart, consistent choices. starting with the small ones. If your car has become a leaky wallet, this is the perfect time to plug that hole before you step into a retirement filled with uncertainty. The decision to keep or sell that old car is more than just a transaction. It's a reflection of your financial foresight. Don't let a silently draining asset stay in your life any longer. Act now. Sell the car, reinvest smarter, and start building a more secure financial future before it's too late.
Asset 2. The oversized home. The quintessential American dream of a large family home, once a symbol of success, can become a significant financial liability in middle age. As retirement planning takes center stage, this prized asset often transforms into a wealth killer, silently draining resources and trapping capital that is crucial for a secure future. The financial burden of an oversized house extends far beyond the mortgage. Escalating costs for maintenance, property taxes, insurance, and utilities create a constant and significant cash outflow. For many empty nesters, these expenses support unused rooms and empty space, representing a poor allocation of resources. More critically, the home's value is illiquid. Unlike stocks or bonds, the equity is frozen within the property, generating no income while continuously demanding funds for its upkeep. This creates a situation where one's largest asset is actively working against their goal of building a flexible and resilient retirement portfolio. The strategic solution is downsizing, selling the large home and moving to a smaller, more affordable residence that aligns with one's current lifestyle. This single move unlocks years of trapped equity, converting a stagnant asset into liquid cash. This capital can then be reinvested into a diversified portfolio of income-producing assets, such as dividend funds or bonds, creating a reliable cash flow for retirement. Furthermore, downsizing often leads to lower taxes, reduced utility bills, and fewer maintenance headaches, freeing up both money and time. The primary obstacle to this logical step is often emotional attachment, particularly the desire to keep the house for the kids. However, this sentiment may be misplaced. Many younger adults prefer their parents' financial well-being and would rather inherit a stable financial portfolio than a large, aging property that comes with its own set of burdens. A true legacy is not a house, but the gift of financial security and cherished memories. Ultimately, a strong retirement is built on strategic decisions, not emotional attachments. Downsizing is not a loss, but a powerful act of regaining control. It is a calculated move that shifts wealth from a frozen, high-maintenance asset into a dynamic, income-generating portfolio, paving the way for a freer, smarter, and more secure future.
Asset 3. High-risk growth stocks. For investors nearing retirement, the investment strategies that built wealth in their youth can become the very tools that destroy it. A common and dangerous trap for middle-aged adults is clinging to high-risk, speculative assets, such as unprofitable tech companies or meme stocks, long after their risk profile has changed. At this stage of life, the primary financial objective must shift from aggressive growth maximization to disciplined capital preservation. The allure of explosive gains from these volatile stocks is a double-edged sword. While thrilling in a bull market, they carry an elevated risk of collapse, and for those in their 50s and 60s, there is simply no time to recover from a catastrophic loss. A significant market downturn is no longer a temporary setback. It is a direct threat to one's planned retirement, eroding not just the portfolio's value, but also invaluable peace of mind. Holding on to a losing, non-productive stock out of misplaced hope or an unwillingness to realize a loss is not a strategy. It is a financial trap that sacrifices a secure future for a speculative gamble. The solution is not to exit the market, but to shift from an offensive to a defensive posture. This involves reallocating capital from high-risk, speculative positions into more stable, income-producing vehicles. Dividend-paying ETFs from established companies provide a reliable income stream while protecting principal. Broad market index funds offer continued participation in equity growth, but with significantly less volatility through diversification. For maximum security, U.S. government bonds offer a near risk-free haven for capital that must be preserved. The ultimate return on this strategic shift is not measured in explosive gains, but in peace of mind. A defensive portfolio provides a consistent and predictable income stream, allowing for confident retirement planning, free from the stress of market volatility. Financial freedom in one's later years is not achieved through risky bets, but through disciplined choices that align with the season of life. By letting go of the gambler's mindset and embracing a strategy of preservation and income, you build a foundation for a retirement defined not by anxiety, but by security and calm.
Asset 4. Cash value life insurance. Many middle-aged Americans believe that owning a whole life insurance policy is a smart financial move. It protects their family while also helping them build long-term wealth. On paper, it sounds like the best of both worlds, but the reality? It's often far from what was promised. Products like whole life or universal life insurance are often marketed as two-in-one financial tools, part protection, part investment. But for many, they've quietly turned into wealth killers, slowly draining their finances over time. Let's look at the core structure of these policies. They come with high premiums, low returns, and little flexibility. With traditional whole life policies, you're locked into paying premiums consistently for decades. Meanwhile, the so-called cash value, the investment portion, grows painfully slow, often just 2 to 4% annually. That's before you deduct management fees, withdrawal fees, and contract conversion charges. The bigger issue? Most people don't fully understand what they've signed up for. They believe they're saving for the future, but in reality they're paying hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars every month into a policy that delivers underwhelming returns, often not even keeping up with inflation. That's what we call a wealth leak, a slow, silent drain on your finances that could cost you tens of thousands over the years without you even noticing. At middle age, when your time to build wealth is limited, continuing to pour money into an inefficient insurance contract is a costly mistake. You need investment tools that are more transparent, flexible, and aligned with your retirement goals. The solution is clear. Transition to smarter retirement accounts like an IRA or Roth IRA. These vehicles come with low fees, higher investment potential, and much greater flexibility. With IRAs, you can invest in low-cost index funds, dividend-paying ETFs, or U.S. Treasury bonds, assets designed to preserve capital and generate steady income. A Roth IRA offers another advantage: tax-free withdrawals after age 59 and a half, as long as the rules are followed, which means more money in your pocket when you need it most. And don't forget the original purpose of life insurance, to protect your family while you still have dependents, like young children or a non-working spouse. But by your 50s or 60s, your kids are likely grown, major debts like mortgages or college loans are paid off, and the need for permanent life insurance drops significantly. At this point, every dollar you spend on high premiums is a wasted opportunity, money that could be invested in your own comfort and security during retirement.
Some people argue, I want to leave something behind for my kids. That's admirable. But here's the truth. If you invest that same money into a Roth IRA or a high-quality dividend fund, you could leave behind far more and enjoy a better quality of life while you're still here. Walking away from an inefficient life insurance policy doesn't mean giving up protection. It means restructuring your finances to better fit the new chapter of your life. If you still need coverage, consider a term life policy. It's cheaper, simpler, and doesn't come with any vague investment features. In today's complex financial world, clarity and flexibility are essential to building long-term security. Whole life insurance, though marketed as a safe asset, often does the opposite, undermining your wealth-building efforts and eating away at the resources you need to retire comfortably. You don't have to stay locked into an outdated, overpriced contract just because you started it 10 or 20 years ago. Take a hard look today. If it's no longer serving you, it's time to pivot. Every year you wait is another year of lost opportunity. You may not be able to control the market, but you can control your strategy, and that starts by cutting out the so-called safe assets that quietly rob you of your future.
Asset 5. Dead debt. You might be diligently investing in your retirement funds, buying insurance, purchasing stocks, but there's one seemingly small thing that could be quietly destroying your financial future: high-interest consumer debt. Unpaid credit cards, loans for furniture or electronics, personal loans with 15% to 25% annual interest. These are some of the most dangerous wealth killers lurking in plain sight. Many people shrug it off. It's just a few $1,000s. As long as I make my payments, it's fine. But the truth is, these small debts are quietly bleeding your finances dry through reverse compounding, where interest builds upon interest, but not in your favor. It's the banks who profit, not you. If you're approaching retirement or already in the phase where capital preservation is key, carrying high-interest debt is like swimming toward the shore with a rock tied to your leg. The nature of this debt is deceptively simple. Easy to access, easy to spend, but the interest rates are sky high. That 0% for 6 months financing on a new sofa? Miss one payment and it could balloon into a 24% loan. A $10,000 credit card limit can quickly spiral into a crushing burden if you're only making minimum payments. These debts don't generate income, don't appreciate in value, and don't build true wealth. Instead, they keep you paying for the past while trying to secure your future. The solution is clear. Eliminate these dead debts as soon as possible, or if you can't, restructure them smartly. You can negotiate lower interest rates with your bank, consolidate into a lower interest loan, or use a portion of your savings to wipe them out completely. However you choose to tackle it, reducing debt directly reduces stress, and it's a crucial step toward long-term financial security. When you're in your 50s or 60s, your income is no longer as predictable as it once was. Every expense must be carefully planned. Carrying high-interest consumer loans into retirement is like waking up every morning owing a debt to your past without the steady paycheck to cover it. Even if you've built up passive income from dividends or rental properties, that income should be used to enhance your quality of life, not to pay off credit card interest. And the greatest benefit of eliminating dead debt? Freedom, both financial and emotional. Without monthly high-interest bills hanging over your head, you gain tighter control over your budget, feel less stress as prices rise, and are no longer trapped by past spending. That money can now go toward things that truly matter: your health, your travels, your family, or simply peace of mind. You don't need to wait until you have enough to begin paying down debt. Start now with a clear plan. List out all your high-interest debts from largest to smallest. Decide what can be paid off immediately and what needs to be restructured. It may take months or even years, but each step forward brings you closer to true financial freedom. Another dangerous mindset? I still have a salary, it's not a problem. That only holds true when you're young with steady income. In middle age, the focus should shift from chasing high returns to preserving wealth and avoiding unnecessary financial leaks. And nothing drains wealth faster than reverse compounding from consumer debt. Eliminating these debts isn't just a smart move, it's a powerful declaration. I'm ready for the next chapter, where my money works for me, not the other way around.
You've seen the 5 wealth killers, from speculative stocks to unprofitable properties. Don't be fooled by their safe appearance. They are robbing you of future freedom. Your goal now isn't quick gains. It's capital protection and stability. It's time to cut inefficient investments and optimize your portfolio for retirement. If this strategic shift resonates, like and subscribe for more age-appropriate financial guidance. Secure your peace of mind by making smarter decisions today.